Hey everybody, it's chuggaaconroy. Welcome back to more Super Mario 64 DS. In the last episode, we ended this grand adventure. We took down Bowser at the top of Peach's castle, and we restored peace to the land, because apparently Bowser was terrorizing the entire land just from inside that one castle. Anyway, I'm going to be starting off here by showing a few secrets. Now, in the original game, you could play with Mario's face. However, in this version, not only does Mario appear on the title screen, but if you wait long enough, Yoshi also will appear. And if you tap on either character, you can kind of play with their face a little bit. There's also that Mario icon down there that kind of lets you do various things. You have this pencil icon down here that lets you draw whatever you want, if you want to. Mario icon will take you back to the original title screen. So here we go, we have Mario again. And there's this pose right there. It's kind of nice. You hit this Yoshi button. And that switches us back to Yoshi. However, when we tap on Yoshi, he will now have a little heart next to his head. We go back to Mario. He's now in a slightly different pose. Interesting. Now Yoshi's got a star. And now it's Luigi! Yeah, a little bit of a secret. Even he seems to be surprised that he was included in this title screen. Unfortunately, I don't think Wario can appear anywhere, but yes, you actually can see Luigi here. I just always thought that was kind of a little interesting Easter egg that isn't commonly brought up. Anyway, though, we have a few different things that we want to do. Now that we have 150 stars... And I'm back! Yes, something kind of awkward happened. Basically, because I tend to not save after getting stars, my last 2 stars in Bowser in the Sky didn't actually save. So, now that we have 150 stars, the final time that I could ever have an incorrect star counter has passed. And now I'm going to be going over what happens when you have 100% in Mario 64 DS. Just like in the original game, this cannon will open after getting every star. However, it's a little bit different and not necessarily in a good way. In the original game, as I'll show on screen right now, Yoshi would be up here. You could talk to him, you get 99 lives, and you can get an improved triple jump. Alright, so Yoshi on top of the castle here. Mario, that really you? Yeah, that really you. Barely any text in this game, and yet they somehow still managed to typo Yoshi's text. No idea how that works. But anyway, Yoshi was implied to have a bigger role at one point in development. In the original game, you can see that there is a texture for a Yoshi egg, and also animation data for it. It also appeared in demo versions of Mario 64 early in the game's development, when it was taken around to trade shows and stuff like that. By meeting Yoshi, you will get yourself a whopping 99 lives, and also an improved triple jump. You can't ride Yoshi, he doesn't work like a power-up anymore, he's just kind of there on top of the roof. And his model seems to look noticeably lower quality, and by insulting the quality of his model, he committed suicide. Rest in peace, Yoshi. I am so sorry. I will never insult the quality of your model ever again whenever I find you in a question mark block. Or whenever I get you in Super Mario Sunshine. It's like a time paradox. It's like I'm mentioning Super Mario Sunshine. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the N64 version's reward for you, so back to the DS version. That is not really the case here. Instead, there are 3 1-ups, and you get a wing cap to fly around the castle grounds all you want. Which, by the way, is something you can do in multiplayer from the moment that you have multiplayer. As in, really freaking soon after opening the game out of its box. So, a little bit disappointing. There is one other thing to the top of the castle that is important, which is the fact that Luigi actually has a minigame rabbit up there, and you can unlock the minigame Super Mario Slot. That's really about it for the castle grounds, unfortunately, in the DS version. Kind of disappointing for 100% reward. Then again, the top of the castle was stated by developers to be kind of a bit of an afterthought, so I guess I can kinda, sorta understand, but I wish they would have come up with something better for a remake. The next thing that is important is that if you go to Cool Mountain, and you select Big Penguin Race, meaning that you'll have that penguin at the slide, and you come here now, as you saw in the game's credits, he has, well, they want to make you think that he's put on a few pounds, but I think they just stretched his model out a little bit. What's up, pal? I've been on the slide lately, I haven't been on the slide lately, so I'm out of shape. How does moving perfectly still keep you in shape? I don't know. Still, I'm always up for a good race, especially against an old sledding buddy. What do you say? Can you actually get fit from sledding? Because I thought like bobsledders like had to like duck down and like lie perfectly stationary and just have really good form. I don't know. I guess being able to control your body to the point of having that form would take a lot of strength, though. But I don't know. I don't really know too much about bobsledding. It sounds cool, but I've never actually really paid much attention to it. Anyway, I swear that wasn't a pun saying that it sounded cool. Alright, so can't use the shortcut just like last time or else he'll be like, oh, you're cheating it. Well, I'd rather be a cheater than dead. Alright, so we're back. I got back up to the point that I was at. Now, the thing is that this is one of your extra bits of content for getting 100%, and supposedly this penguin race is meant to be harder than the original, but honestly, I don't really notice a difference. I beat them all the same. I don't think I've ever actually gotten to the end of the race and lost to this fatter penguin. You broke my record! Unbelievable! I heard you were the coolest. Now you've also proven you're the fastest! I can't give you a gold medal, but here, take the star instead. You've earned it. Same star as last time. There's no 151st star. It's not like Mario Galaxy where there's one star left to collect after you think you've gotten them all. Let's just go ahead and collect our star and let that be it. Okay, so very next thing that we have to do is that I have yet to show all of the bunny locations. Not to mention the toads that give you stars in a form of a montage like I said I would be doing eventually. Well, I say that we knock that out right now. Now, I don't really see much of a reason to commentate such a thing, so I'm just going to kind of speed up and play music. I know that I've kind of been straying away from doing that lately, just because, you know, it just is kind of not as fun that way, if I just kind of have music. But I can't really think of what I have to say about bunny locations. I'll just show the keys on screen, and then we'll be going over the minigames, and then we'll be calling it a day. Anyway, let the music play! And that does it! We have every single key for the rec room possible. We have a whole total of 28 keys. So I'm going to go ahead and save and play minigames. There are 7 keys per character. We have them all. Awesome. Of course, we're going to do this with Wario, because there is no one else. Alright, now, there's a lot of... Wow, voice crack much. I seem to be having a lot of really bad voice cracks. Maybe I'm finally hitting puberty at age 23. So there's a lot of different minigames here that you can play. It would take a really, really long time to get them all, so I'm going to just kind of pick out a few of my favorites, I suppose. I remember liking this one. Some of these minigames kinda sorta suck. This one's not all that great. This is just kind of a match the sound effects type thing. But there is one thing that I find kind of amusing about this game. And that is that when you win, Mario looks like amazed and then laughs at whatever. But the thing is that if you lose, I have no idea why, Mario just, like, dies and looks unamused at the fact that you lost a simple matching game, and then he looked shocked and laughs at you for getting a high score. Okay. I don't know, that game always just kind of felt really weird to me, the fact that they actually do that if you do that. I already showed a few of these minigames early in the LP. I don't feel it necessary to show them all. What was another one? What was one that I really liked? This one gets really hectic. This is called Sort or Splode. I know people that could play this game for like hours at a time. It's just that you sort the black bob-ombs into the black area, the red bob-ombs into the red area, and you can't mess up a single one. If you leave bob-ombs unsorted for too long, then they explode. If you move bob-ombs into the wrong area, they explode. And basically, you need to sort or splode. Now, it blows up all my black bob-ombs, so only my red bob-ombs will actually count if I do it wrong. So you can possibly screw yourself out of really, really big high scores if you go on too long and make a mistake. It's an interesting concept for a game, and a lot of people I knew really liked it, myself included. This was always one of my personal favorites, because you have the jazz music from Mario Sunshine that nobody but me likes, and you're basically just drawing platforms on the touchscreen for Mario to jump on. Now, this was kind of ahead of its time, though, because I don't really recall other games where you could draw stuff at the time, and it would, like, know exactly what you were trying to draw. But here, like, it'll detect lines. Like, see, I do, like, a circle there, and it's still picked up on the general direction of the line that had that loop in it. I don't know, it always kind of impressed me at the time. The bigger the trampoline, the higher Mario will jump as well, so it also is dependent on size. I don't know, it's just a fun little game that I like to play for a little bit. And I will say that these mini-games, some of them might look familiar too, because some, not all of them, actually appeared in New Super Mario Bros. On the DS. And I've seen some people actually argue that you could have sold these minigames as, you know, like an eShop title today, and tons of people would be really happy about it, because these are not bad minigames. They're actually pretty cool, not gonna lie. Anyway, though, that's pretty much the gist of this game. That trampoline for safety on the bottom, if that gets hit 3 times, you lose. That's pretty much it. Now, Luigi's kind of interesting. He has what many people might consider the best and what others might consider the worst collection of minigames. For some reason, all of Luigi's games have to do with casinos. You bet coins. You can bet up to 5 coins on your hand. This is called picture poker, and it pretty much plays just like poker. I'll go ahead and have him hit me for that. Okay, we got 2 pair. Let's see. 2 pair versus 2 pair. And I lose because star is high. Well, so much for thinking I had a good hand. Let's do one more. I got... I like how Luigi is lower than Mario and the things. Cloud's the lowest. I'll go ahead and, I'll bet 5 again. Let's see. It doesn't matter if I get 0. You just restart with another few coins. Oh, 4 of a kind with a star high. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Jeez. Whoa! Dang. This game was probably the one that I spent the most time on just because I'm a pretty big fan of poker. This game actually taught me how to play poker and made me a fan of traditional poker after I had played it for a bit. It's simpler than regular poker, mind you. It's, you know, just pretty much numbers and doesn't really have suits, but you know what I mean. It's a fun little game, and I always kind of liked it. I knew some people that didn't really care for the fact that Luigi had tons of minigames. Next up is Mario Slot that I wanted to show. This is not Super Mario Slot, it's actually just Mario Slot. And it's pretty much just a slot machine that you stop by touching it. It's kind of similar to the game corners in Pokemon. Not really anything special there, but, like I said, your 100% reward has the exact same image, and that is Super Mario Slot. It is Tetris spinning slots, get 3 items in a row to earn coins. The Superstars is wild, are you feeling lucky? This has some slightly modified rules, as you saw there, from the regular Mario slot, but I never considered this an okay reward for 100%. It was always very disappointing that they just kind of change the rules slightly to a game that you could get really, really early, because I don't think that you have to really be that far into the game to get the original Mario slot. Also, I want to draw attention to something. As a kid, I thought this was the funniest thing in the world, is the fact that if you glance at that icon for Super Mario Slot really quick, I always thought it said Super Mario Slut. I'm sorry. But, like, it always looked like it to me. I'm sorry, but it did. Let's see. Wario, I think, had a few games that I kind of liked. This game right here, if I ever just kind of wanted to relax at night and fall asleep, I always like this one. You can very, very, very lightly see through the card and see which one it is. So what you think might be a guessing game is actually, you just have to look very closely. Let's see. I'm gonna say feather? Yes, okay. I won't stay on this game too long, it's just kind of one that I had fond memories with, because just like the music here in Jolly Roger Bay that I always loved, I just always had a fun time just kind of relaxing back with this game at the end of a long, hard day. You know, school's stressful when you're a kid and everything. Anyway, what's another one that I really, really liked? I already showed the snowball one. Let's check this one out. Wario will punch that enemy, and there we go! We're gonna have all these coins drop in, and you have to tap the ones that have coins in them. It's kind of like a quick memorization type game. I never really cared for this game personally because I was terrible at it. It's got some elements of Minesweeper, I suppose, but you can't really predict like where they're going to be unless you just look really closely. And wow, high score is 5 coins. Well, that's better than some high scores I've gotten in the actual levels. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I believe in New Super Mario Bros. Some of these minigames were multiplayer, or there were just new games to replace all the ones that were multiplayer. But that's pretty much it. Speaking of multiplayer, though, I would like to say that there is one more bonus video of Mario 64 DS left. So, I'll go ahead and leave you guys with that. Next time on Super Mario 64 DS, we're going to have Tim on the channel for a little bit, and we are going to play some multiplayer versus mode here at Peach's Castle. See you guys then.